in 2020. Thereafter, I see that you have been working in various construction companies like RWSS. Those were a transport company, isn't it? A lot of trucks with RWSS.
No, sir.
How?
It's a water supply and management project.
So it is basically construction you are working on,
yes,
isn't it? Now, what I see is all these areas where you have been working
yes, sir.
in Udayagiri, Gajpati, Kashipur, Gajpati.
Yes, sir.
All these are left-wing extremist violence affected areas, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It was, but
It was, not now.
not.
Now tell me, why there is left-wing extremist activities among section of Adivasis in that area?
Sir, there are some reasons, like first, the historical discrimination.
Huh?
First, the historical discrimination that they...
Historical discrimination of Adivasis.
No, sir, not historical, but previously they were discriminated by various...
Tell me, what is the difference between a Adivasi and a Dalit or a Harijan, as used to be they called earlier?
Sir,
How these two communities are distinguished, Adivasi and Harijan?
Sir, Adivasis are aboriginal people. They are recognized by the constitution.
That both Harijans and Adivasi are recognized.
Yes,
But what is the difference?
sir,
A person...
different is, sir, their culture is different, and their...
Which social group do they belong to? What is it called?
Sorry, sir.
Which social group do they belong to, Adivasis?
Sir,
I am telling you, I asked you this question because you said raise the question of discrimination when I asked about Adivasis. Please understand that the scheduled caste or the Harijans or Dalits, they belong to the Hinduized system. Adivasis do not. They have a independent self-contained system as well. That is why such communities are classified as Adivasis. Are you getting my point or not?
Yes.
Now tell me, why Adivasis, many of them are supporting this left-wing extremist violent movements?
sir, because they are not getting benefit from the government. They thought that...
Why they were not getting benefits? What were the problems?
Sir, they are getting benefit from the government, but they thought...
A previous answer you said that they were not getting the movements. Now you are saying that they got movements. What is it?
They thought that...
They are not getting, but they were
government...
actually getting. Is not a sufficient answer to Bhavi Chindi Kuanto. Yes. So, how they are not, why they were not getting movements? What are the problems? Okay, then that is one. Then proceed to the next one.
Sir, sorry.
Proceed to the next one.
Okay. Sir, then also... Sir, there were lack of opportunity. Sorry, sir. I didn't get it, sir.
First you said that underdeveloped communities, number one, that were attracting them to left-wing violence. Then second, what else? I am asking you what else, or that is enough, sufficient?
No, sir. Also there are reasons like infrastructure and other type of development, and government efforts is also less in that area, like Malkangiri, Saviman Anchal area. So they were cut up from the mainstream system. So this is also a reason. And then also, sir, they were radicalized by other Naxalites. So this is also one of the reasons.
Other Naxalites from where?
Sir, red light area.
Red light area?
Yes.
What do you mean by red light area?
Sir, red corridor.
Red corridor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, since you are working in those areas, you need to be a little thorough on this. I will very briefly tell you what are the reasons as far as I can make out. So the problem is, first is developmental issues, right?
Yes.
Developmental issues, as you have pointed out, from their traditional livelihood issues were foraging in jungles. Now they are coming to the modern systems. Because of their education, cultural background, they find it very difficult to switch over from that to this one. Are you getting a point?
Yes.
Cultural differences. They speak a different language. In school, for instance, in Malkangiri you are talking about, in school they are being taught in Odia, right?
Yes, sir.
The Bazar language may be Telugu.
Yes.
And in their house they are speaking Koya or Kondadora or some other language. Are you getting my point?
Yes,
or not?
sir.
Then they don't see what do they get out of going to school and that sort of thing, right? So these cultural differences, they have not been trained by our Odia leaders or Indian leaders. They hear something else. Number two. Then technology. Tell me something. Technology is this.
Sir,
I am telling you rapidly, please understand. Don't speak. Technology is, for instance, it has become easier for extremist groups originating in different states because the proximity to Naxalite affected area, violence affected area, neighboring states. Like all these places are adjacent to Andhra Pradesh, aren't they? There is movement, these movements are there for quite some time. So gradually they are spreading into this area. Technology means 30-40 years ago only security forces had communication set. Now everybody has a mobile phone, right? Industrial explosives are available, plenty mining is going on. So they can easily create a roadside bomb and destroy this thing. Increase in technology. Okay. Now what steps government are taking to counter violent activities and improve them socially so that they are absorbed into the mainstream without any grievance? Tell me.
Sir, government has taken several steps. Like
Yes.
first one is educationally health parameter. These all are considered. Like sir, previously it was the red corridor means Pasupati to Tirupati. Now it is just I am not exactly remember the.
Please, if you don't know this, possible
It is quite
thoroughly, but avoid this thing. Red corridor, this and that is not your issue. You simply say why there is a Naxalism also I told you. Then what steps are governments are taking?
So
Yes.
Samadhan doctrine is one of the.
What is Samadhan? What are they doing?
Sir, in this initiative, it is the government gives a chance to the Naxalite to come into the mainstream and join the mainstream and live a normal life. And sir, government is also approaches bullet for bullet approach. That is one of the government.
Okay. Now tell me some of the districts in those areas where mining activities are going on. Does mining activity creates problem for Adivasis?
Yes, sir.
What are they? Tell me.
Sir, in Rayagada district, there is Utkal Alumina Limited. That is one of the Kuchai Padar, one of the movement is Adivasis.
What is the problem of Adivasis?
Sir, their land rights and their yes, sir, their land rights were violated. So that's why
And
they protested against the Utkal Alumina International Company. And then, sir, apart from this, there are
Other problem. Okay. You belong to which district?
sir, I belong to Nabrangpur district.
Eh?
Nabrangpur district, sir.
Nabarangpur district. Nabarangpur, please answer me the question. There used to be dispute between a certain tribe and the Bengali refugees who are staying there. What can be the causes?
Sir, it is the cause of
Are you
migration.
aware of it? There was a dispute between the Bengali refugees who are in MB villages.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
And between the local Adivasis from Gond community. Absolutely
Yes, sir.
spot on. Why there was a dispute?
Sir, because rights violation.
Up by
is-
whom? To who?
Sir, to the local people, because outsider came and they got reservation facility, so it was detrimental to the locals for getting job or similar kind of. So that is one of the reason.
And what else?
And sir, illegal migration is also one issue.
Illegal migration from where?
Illegal migration means sir, they were Bengalis, so
They were
in
Bengalis.
Indira Gandhi time they came to our district. So.
Please tell me why there has never been a quarrel between Oriyas and Adivasis. Have you heard of ever Oriyas and Adivasi fighting? Answer is no. Why this took place?
Because it is a bond between.
There is a bond. Okay. Please. Further Satya.
Let me ask you a couple of questions on the basic some concepts in economics. Okay. It ये जो जीएसटी रिफॉर्म्स ହେଇଛି से कंटेस्ट रे पचारिबे
again
ये जो जीएसटी रिफॉर्म्स ହେଇଥିଲା 2017 रे कौन से जीएसटी कौन माने व्हाट इज माने बाय जीएसटी व्हाट वी मीन हाउ वाज इट an improvement over the RDS system?
Sir, GST is a goods and service tax, is a regressive tax. And
Is it?
A regressive tax.
अच्छा कहेंगे
सर कहेंगे ना इनकम ऊपर डिपेंड करे नहीं जीएसटी
वंडरफुल
ता माने
माने आपन का जहां भी इनकम हैला यू पे द सेम
You pay
टैक्सेस
the-
सो इफ यू स्मोक ए सिगरेट वेदर यू आर a poor person or a rich person
Rich
you pay the
person,
same
yeah.
taxes very good regressive tax okay ମୁଁ ସେଇଟା ପଚାରିଲି ମୁଁ ଆପଣ ପଚାରୁଛି ଜିଏସଟି ଯୋଉ ହେଲା ସେଟା ଆପଣ ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସଟା କ'ଣ ବୋଲି କହିଲେ ମାନେ ଇଟ୍ସ ଅ ଗୁଡ୍ ଆନ୍ସର ଯେ କାହିଁକି ମାନେ what was the how what was the major transformation what was the major change that we brought in 2017 and what is the change now that we are bringing in 2025
sir
ମୁଁ क्वेश्चन ବୁଝିଲେ ତ
yes sir. Sir, previously the tax collection in GS tax collection was in sir ओडिया
କୁହନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ କିଛି ବ୍ୟସ୍ତ
sir
ନାହିଁ କୁହନ୍ତୁ
previously ଯେତେବେଳେ GST ତ ନଥିଲା ଏକ୍ସାଇଜ ଭାଟ ଏ ସବୁ ନିଆ ହଉଥିଲା
କିଏ ନଉଥିଲା ଯେ ଏକ୍ସାଇଜ କିଏ ନଉଥିଲା ଭ୍ୟାଟ୍ କିଏ ନଉଥିଲା
sir VAT state government ନଉଥିଲା value added tax ଆଉ excise duty central government
ଓକେ ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା
ଆଉ sir
ଆଉ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା
sir
ମାନେ ଜିଏସଟି ର ଫୁଲ୍ ଫର୍ମ କ'ଣ
goods and service tax
ସର୍ଭିସେସ୍ ମାନେ କ'ଣ
sir services ମାନେ
ଇଟ୍ ଇଜ ସର୍ଭିସ ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ
service tax
ହେଲା ଆଗରୁ ଏକ୍ସାଇଜ ଡ୍ୟୁଟି ଥିଲା ଭ୍ୟାଲ୍ୟୁ ଆଡେଡ୍ ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ ଥିଲା ସେଲ୍ ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ ଥିଲା
again
ଆଉ ଆମର ସର୍ଭିସ ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ ଥିଲା ଏଗୁଡ଼ା ସବୁ ଦେ ଆର୍ ଅଲ୍ ସବଜ୍ୟୁମ୍ଡ ଅଣ୍ଡର ଇନ୍ ୱାନ୍ ଟ୍ୟାକ୍ସ କ'ଣ ତାର ମେନ୍ ମାନେ ଅବଜେକ୍ଟିଭ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା
सर ऑब्जेक्टिव थिला मल्टीपल जगह रे टैक्स कलेक्शन हो जाउतला जो थिले
ए जो नया रिफॉर्म रे कोन कोन हेछि
सर नुआ फर्स्ट चारटा स्लैब आसला 5 18 12 18
एबे कोन स्लैब हेछि
एबे सर डेटा कर दिया छै 5 एंड 18 28 को ये कर दे एलिमिनेट कर दिया छै
12 टा वो एलिमिनेट आ गोटे टैक्स प्रोसीजर
और सर जोटा टोबैको प्रोडक्ट ये पय लग्जरी कार्स सिन प्रोडक्ट्स में 40%
वेरी गुड कौन तार इम्प्लिकेशन कौन वेरी गुड आंसर कौन तार इम्प्लिकेशन हम मत आप खाली एति खाली कहतु इन टर्म्स ऑफ टैक्स रिसीट नंबर 1 in terms of its impact on GDP and third in terms of its impact on the fiscal deficit ये तीनटा ऊपर काली गोटे प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर कहितला सी हैज कॉम्प्रिहेंसिवली रिप्लाई टू दैट सेथे हम आपन पचारछ ए जो जीएसटी रिफॉर्म हला एथरे फर्स्ट मते कहंतु व्हाट इज द इंपैक्ट लाइकली इंपैक्ट ऑन रेवेन्यू हां रेवेन्यू रियलाइजेशन गोटे किछ हबो तो माने जो टैक्स कलेक्शन रे कोनटा बढ़िबो कि हमरो कलेक्शन रे बढ़ो कमियो
सर कलेक्शन आई एम नॉट श्योर
देखछन तो ए गुडा का दीज आर द थिंग्स you should be well up कारण civil servant have 48,000 crores is the estimation that we will lose एटा अच्छे सब पेपर जमा पढु नांती एटा सब मोटा मोटा कथा मु आ बेसी भीतर को नोनी
आगे
आ कोन जीडीपी बढ़िबो कि कमिबो हमर केते जीडीपी हम बोली भाबु छ 2025 26 रे दिस केते हम
सर
हमर जो जीडीपी 2025-26 रे what is the estimate जे हमर जीडीपी ग्रोथ केते हो as per the Reserve Bank of India
सर इट इज 6
कोंतु ठीक अछि
नॉट एग्जैक्टली
6.5% ता कमिबो कि बढ़िबो कि समान रहबो
2025 सर
ए माने जीएसटी कॉन्टेक्स्ट में अपन
जीएसटी कॉन्टेक्स्ट
हां
I think it will decrease.
Kete by about 0.3%. What about the fiscal deficit? Fiscal deficit माने कौन?
Sir, revenue received and the difference between the revenue and expenditure of the government.
No, that is revenue deficit. वो अपन fiscal deficit पूछा.
Sir,
Fiscal deficit
and
fiscal deficit la total receipts minus total expenditure eta la fiscal deficit bharat ra fiscal deficit kete ame estimate kurche 2000
it is now 3 point sorry
4.4% eta bodiyo kamyu eta most likely they say it may be remain unaffected Pachak.
You have dealt with some concepts of foreign policy, India's foreign policy.
yes sir.
Yes.
ठीक ठीक जाने
Are you familiar with this word non-alignment?
Non-alignment yes
It's a very important concept, and we are governed by this principle in our foreign policy for a number of years.
yes sir
Are you familiar with that?
yes sir
What is the difference between non-alignment and multi-alignment? Multi-alignment is a term which is coming up recently, which is governing the relations between states now. So can you tell me what is the difference you feel between non-alignment and multi-alignment?
sir non-alignment is means persuading not support to any power or
Not pursuing power.
no sir not supporting or not align with any other
Not aligning with who?
sir like in case of in Cold War USA and USSR was there.
Okay.
So Indian Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru he decided to went for the non-alignment.
Correct.
But in multi-alignment sir we can approach multiple stakeholders to persuade our national interest in foreign
Good.
policy.
Good.
That is-
So do you think there is some difference between non-alignment and multi-alignment?
yes sir.
What?
Sir, non-alignment does not ensure the collaboration and policy approach to others, but in multi-alignments we work together, and also the foreign policy will affect.
So what is the relation between multi-alignment and strategic autonomy? Have you heard this concept, strategic autonomy?
Yes,
What is it?
strategic autonomy is a type of autonomy that a country pursued in the interest of its own strategic interest.
Mm-hmm. What do you define strategic interests? What are India's strategic interests vis-a-vis China, for example? What are our strategic interests?
With respect to China, sir.
Yeah.
With respect to China, sir, strategic interests are the issues that are the Pakistan-China nexus is there, so it is one of the.
Okay.
Then its Belt and Road Initiative and string of poles, that is one of the strategic issues.
And then?
Then sir, we have many issues in border area like Doklam issue and Pahalgam, Pangong Solo Lake issues that.
So what is India's approach now after the Shanghai Cooperation Organization meeting bilateral between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping?
Yes.
What have they come to on the border?
Sir, border disputes. Sir, Xi Jinping has. Sir, now we are trying to have a good relationship with China.
Okay.
Recently, the SCO summit also happened, but sir.
Do you feel that there has been some shift in our position on the border vis-a-vis China, which was evidenced during Modi's meeting with Xi? Any shift in our policy on the border?
Sir,
We were taking a particular stand earlier, before Tianjin happened.
yes.
During and after Tianjin, that there has been a shift in our position. What is that?
Sir, military de-escalation. I'm not sure, sir.
You don't know. Okay. Well, China is saying that just leave out the border thing for now. Let us develop our economic relations and let's be development partners. India was saying that so long as the border is disputed, we cannot move on the economic front. We cannot move on the bilateral front. Now India has shifted its position by saying that okay, we will talk with China because we have to discuss many other bilateral issues. So the border, the status quo ante what we say that the border before Galwan, the clashes happened as you know in 2020. So before 2020, the status quo was there. We wanted to come back to the same situation, which has not come. Okay? But despite that, we are going to engage China in our bilateral relations.
Yes.
That is the shift. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Understand that. It's a nuanced difference between earlier position of India and
precondition korne. We are not making border discussion as a precondition for development
Yes.
partnership.
It's a very important question. You will get this question, and then you have to formulate your answer.
now ଆପଣ ଶୁଣିଲି କେମିତି ଯେତିକି ଆପଣ ଯାହା ଅଛି ହେଇପାରିବ କେତେ ତାରିଖ ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଅଛି
Sir, college.
କାଲି ଅଛି ତେଣୁ କାଲି ଯଦି ଅଛି ଏତିକି ମୋର ଯାହା କହିବାର ହେଉଛି ଏ ବିଷୟରେ ଟିକେ ଦାଢ଼ି ଫାଡ଼ି କାଟିବେ ନା ନାହିଁ
Yes, sir. ଆଜି
ଟ୍ରିମ୍ କରିବେ
କାଲି
କାଟିବେ
Monday.
ନିଶା ଫିସା ଟ୍ରିମ୍ କରିବେ କାଟିବେ ମାଇ ରେକମେଣ୍ଡେସନ୍ ୱିଆର୍ ଏ ଲାଇଟ୍ କଲର୍ ସାର୍ଟ ରାଦର ଦେନ୍ ଆପଣ ଯେଉଁଟା ବର୍ତ୍ତମାନ ପିନ୍ଧିଛନ୍ତି ହେଲା ଟିକେ ଲାଇଟ୍ କଲର୍ ସାର୍ଟ ପିନ୍ଧିଲେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଭଲ ଦେଖାଯିବ ବିକଜ୍ ଆପଣଙ୍କ ପର୍ସନାଲିଟି ଏଇଟା ଅଛି ଆପଣ ଠିକ୍ ଠାକ୍ କହୁଛନ୍ତି କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଆପଣ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କହିବେ କି
Sir, yes.
ଯଦି ଇଂରାଜୀ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଯଦି ବି ମିଶେଇକି ଯେଉଁଠି କହିବାକୁ ଟିକେ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହେବ ସ୍ପିକ୍ ଇନ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଫ୍ରିଲି ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ଖୁସି ଲାଗିବ ଯେମିତି
Sir, ମୁଁ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ଫିଲ୍ଅପ୍ କରିଥିଲି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ।
କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ଆପଣ
କିଛି ଅସୁବିଧା ନାହିଁ ଯେଉଁଠି ଆପଣ ଭାବିବେ ଆପଣ ଓଡ଼ିଶାରେ ବେଟର୍ କହିପାରିବେ ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ ବେଟର୍ କହିପାରିବେ ୱିଲ୍ ଫ୍ରି ଟୁ ସ୍ପିକ୍ ଇନ୍ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ପରେ କହିଦେଉ ତାକୁ ହେଲା ତା ଭିତରେ ବି ଗୋଟେ ଅଧେ ଇଂରାଜୀ ଶବ୍ଦ ପୁରେଇଲେ ଭାବିବେନି ଏ ଶବ୍ଦଟାର ଇଂରାଜୀରେ ତାର ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଅର୍ଥ କ'ଣ ହେବ ସେମିତି ନାହିଁ କି ଅଦର ୱେ ରାଉଣ୍ଡ ଓଡ଼ିଆର ଇଂରାଜୀ କଥା ଇଂରାଜୀ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ମିଶେଇକି ଆପଣ କ'ଣ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ତାକୁ ଭଲ ହିଁ କହିବେ କେତେଗୁଡ଼େ ସବଜେକ୍ଟରେ ଆଉ ଆଜି ବେଶୀ କହିବା ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ ଯାହା ଅଛି ଏମାନେ ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ଗୋଟେ ବଡ଼ ଜେନେରାଲ ନଲେଜ ଉପରେ ଓଡ଼ିଆ ଓଡ଼ିଶା ଇଣ୍ଡିଆ ଆଉ ଇଣ୍ଟରନ୍ୟାସନାଲ ତାକୁ ଆଜି ଆପଣ ପଢ଼ି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ ଆଚ୍ଛା ବାହାରକୁ ନ ଯାଇକି ଆଡ଼ୁ ସାଡ଼ୁ କରିକି ତା ଭିତରେ ଯେତିକି ଅଛି ସେତିକି ଭିତରେ ଲିମିଟ୍ ୟୋର ଆନ୍ସର ତାହେଲେ ମୁଁ ଆପଣଙ୍କ କାଲି ଇଣ୍ଟରଭ୍ୟୁ ଅଛି ଆଜି ମୁଁ କ'ଣ କହିପାରିବି ତା ଭିତରେ ଆପଣ ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ବି ଦେଇଛନ୍ତି ସେପାରେଟ୍ ଇଏ ଉପରେ ତାପରେ କାଲି ଆଜିକା ଭିତରେ ଯେଉଁ ଡେଭଲପମେଣ୍ଟ ଗୁଡ଼ା ହେଇଛି ଆଇ ଏମ୍ ଜଷ୍ଟ ନାରେଟିଂ ଇଟ୍ ଫର୍ ୟୁ ନେପାଳରେ ଜାଣିଛନ୍ତି ତାର ଯେ ଷ୍ଟୁଡେଣ୍ଟ ଅର୍ ୟୁଥ୍ ଚେଞ୍ଜିଂ ଷ୍ଟ୍ରାଇକ୍ ସୋସିଆଲ ମ୍ୟାଟର many ascribe it to youth को पे जॉब नहीं जोटा हमर एठिका भी सिचुएशन हेई परिबो गुडे ए जो हमर आईटी पिला को रिट्रेंच करा आइची बुझि परछन आपण यू आर ऑलरेडी इन सम प्राइवेट जॉब यू आर प्राइवेट यू आर डूइंग हमर डेवलपमेंट कला बेले हम जॉब रे कोन प्रॉब्लम हेई परिबो जो अंडर डेवलप्ड एरिया रे ए भले एस्पेक्ट देखिते माने करंट जोडा इशू आछि आइदर इन सोशल मीडिया और इन पेपर्स ताकू देथिबे प्राय जी आराम से कहबे और टिके आपण ये करियर मोटे किछि कंफ्यूज हेबार नाही जहाँ जानछन्ती आउ टिके असर्टिव हेले चलियो बेसी नाही कॉन्फिडेंटली कहबे हैला दैट्स माय एडवाइस
एकदम ठीक खाली मते लागिला जे आपण सब कथा ठीक ठाक कहउचंती किंतु गोटा अनसर्टनी की कहउचंती माने जेमते हम बुझिली आपण टिके क्लियरली कहबे और टिके जो फैक्चुअल एस्पेक्ट होटा टिके टाइटन कर दियंतु दंतु पचे जीएसटी
don't waver in your
don't
answer.
waver आउ ट्रम्प रो ट्रैफिक
जोटा क्वेश्चन पचारछन्ती गिव ए प्रॉपर आंसर वेवर कले सैंक्शन जणा पड़तो
आपण टिके अनसर्टन लागचंती इन दी बडे हाफ हार्टेड बैटिंग कला बडे लागचंती को